Hi, did you ever stop to wonder about superstitious beliefs regarding our ancestors, our past lives, and our karma? Let's talk about that. Hi, I'm Paola Ranova, founder of Ranova Enterprises and creator of the Cardinal Method of Life Connection. And today we're going to talk about superstitious beliefs, which is possibly one of my favorite subjects. Because as you probably know, if you've been following my videos for a while, and if you've been in my courses, and if you've been here at Ranova, you know that I do not like superstitious thinking. It is a fear-based mentality. Superstition is a huge blockage and an obstacle to the evolution of humanity. This is historical, right? We know how superstition blocks our minds. And for many, many years, decades, and centuries, superstition has been associated with spirituality, with believing in things that our senses, that our physical senses cannot grasp and cannot, fathom. When we know that subtle reality or non-manifested reality is a reality, it is real, we can grasp that with our consciousness and with a sharp mind. But superstition has to do with believing in things that are not real. Superstition is giving credit to illusions and giving credit to fear and creating mind prisons. This is one of my favorite concepts as well. I believe we should not ever create mind prisons for ourselves. So my idea today is to invite you to release any connection between superstition and understanding the idea of karma and the idea of past lives and the idea of our ancestors influencing us today. Because karma, past lives, and ancestral influence are real things depending on how you allow these subtle energies to influence your life. And this happens on a subconscious and unconscious level in our minds, right? We have a deep unconscious level, a subconscious level, and a conscious level of mind. So the deep unconscious and the subconscious minds are not in the control of the conscious mind unless you decide to focus and bring to awareness the contents of the subconscious and the deep unconscious mind. And we do that with techniques and very serious cutting edge science today, but millennial wisdom and ancient societies also knew how to do that. The thing is, we should not bring superstition in the picture of understanding these concepts and these things. So karma is literally cause and effect. And I see a lot of people disguising their self-punishment and their guilt and their lack of self-worth and lack of self-love, which is the root cause of superstitious thinking in the end. So they disguise all those things with superstitious thinking about karma, saying, I have to be unhappy in this life. It's my karma. So it's justification of suffering. And I'm telling you, suffering is not something that we have to go through. It's optional. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is an option. So when people say, this is karmic, I had to go through this experience, it is probably true, but it doesn't have to be going on and on and on forever. Because there are antidotes to guilt, there are antidotes to whatever it is that we've done wrong and whoever we have harmed in our lives or past lives or whatever. You don't have to recreate the superstitious loop of karma. Once you engage in forgiveness, karma is gone. Forgiveness of self and forgiveness of others releases karma immediately. So the perpetuation of karma has to do with superstitious thinking, in my honest opinion. So that creates a space for us to talk about past lives as well, right? I did this in a past life, or this is a past life thing. Don't ever use your past life or other people's past lives to justify present moment suffering either. Yes, it may be true, but if the past is still influencing the present, it means we are addicted to suffering. So even if the information is true, it doesn't have to be painfully active in your life anymore. Past life memory may surface in energy healing sessions or whatever source of information you have searched for to be released, not to be reaffirmed. So people who keep reaffirming past life pain as a justification for present moment pain have a superstition problem. And underneath the superstition problem, there's always a fear-minded person who, in the end, needs to work on self-love and self-worth and self-esteem and release himself or herself from any burdens and self-punishing mechanisms. Okay? So have some compassion for yourself, some forgiveness, and stop engaging in past life's justifications and karma justifications for present moment suffering. And last but not least, ancestral justifications, right? Blaming ancestors for your present moment reality that may not be that pleasant, or just saying it's genetic, it was my grandmother, it's always going to be that way. No, it's not always going to be that way. It is going to repeat itself if you allow it, if you engage in it, if you nurture it, if you choose suffering instead of happiness. Because suffering can end in an instant. You just have to make that choice. And it starts with releasing superstitious thinking, which helps release fear, which helps release any blockages or distortions when it comes to tapping into your self-love, your self-esteem, your self-worth, your love for self, and allowing your higher self to guide your life. Okay? So this is what I wanted to share with you today. I hope it was useful for your soul's nurturing. And if you know anybody who will benefit from this content, please share it with your friends and loved ones. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't yet signed up to our YouTube channel, make sure you do that and hit the notification button so that you know when we have new content for you. And also, follow us on social media because we have daily content. It's awesome. The community is growing, and I cannot wait for us to be together again soon. So comment your experience, share this, and I will see you very, very soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.